I seek to learn and share with you my own journey and path of learning and understanding on the level 1am. The interpretation and views are my own. The Madman, The Scarecrow by Kahlil Gibran. Once I said to a scarecrow, "You must be tired of standing in this lonely field." And he said, "The joy of scaring is a deep and lasting one, and I never tire of it." Said I, after a minute of thought, "It is true, for I too have known that joy." Said he, "Only those who are stuffed with straw can know it." Then I left him, not knowing whether he had complimented or belittled me. A year passed, during which the scarecrow turned philosopher. And when I passed by him again, I saw 2 crows building a nest under his hat. The Scarecrow, from the Madman, is deceptively simple but incredibly sharp. It speaks to the irony of identity, the futility of appearances, and the quiet surrender to nature's deeper truths. Let's explore this parable together with philosophical insight, psychological interpretation, and symbolic depth. The Scarecrow, Analysis and Reflection. 1. You must be tired of standing in this lonely field. The narrator approaches the Scarecrow with human empathy, projecting loneliness, fatigue, and meaninglessness onto the Scarecrow's role. Psychological insight. This reflects how we often project our own emotional experiences onto others, or symbols. The narrator assumes solitude is unpleasant, because he might find it so. Philosophical layer. It introduces the theme of role versus essence. The Scarecrow is perceived as an empty object, yet it speaks with a voice, a perspective. 2. The joy of scaring is a deep and lasting one. This line is startling. Joy in frightening others? The Scarecrow's pleasure seems to come not from malice, but from purpose. He is proud of fulfilling his design. Symbolically, the Scarecrow is a guardian, respected or feared, but never befriended. There is also an allegory here for those who become isolated by their perceived power or role in society. This may speak to aspects of my own journey, times when my strength, leadership, or boundaries may have kept others at a distance, even if unintentionally. 3. Only those who are stuffed with straw can know it. This line hits hard, because it's either a deep truth or a subtle insult. Stuffed with straw implies emptiness, artificiality, or being a shell of a person. Yet it could also mean someone who is not burdened by inner conflict or complexity, simply doing what they were made to do. Duality, complement. You, too, know how to serve a purpose without seeking validation. Insult. You're empty, like me, filled with nothing but the illusion of purpose. Philosophically, this is Gibran's way of showing how labels, roles, and intellect can all become prisons, or ironic badges of pride. 4. A year passed, and I saw 2 crows building a nest under his hat. This is the punchline of the piece, and it's brilliant. Despite his pride in being a scarecrow, he no longer scares. The very creatures he once repelled now find refuge under his symbol of authority. Psychological view. Time humbles even the roles we cling to. We may think we're powerful or necessary, only to become obsolete, or even comforting, to what we once resisted. Symbolic reversal. Oh, the Scarecrow has become a home, not a threat. Oh, his identity has shifted from guardian to shelter. This final scene suggests evolution, or perhaps failure to evolve. The Scarecrow didn't change. The world did. Summary table. Lonely field equals isolation, solitude, misunderstood purpose. Joy of scaring equals fulfillment in function, even if it causes fear. Stuffed with straw equals emptiness versus simplicity. Depends on the lens. Nest under the hat equals irony, decay of purpose, transformation into something new. Crows nesting equals acceptance by what was once feared. Deeper themes. 1. The mask of purpose. We sometimes cling to roles that once gave us meaning but no longer serve. 2. Ironic validation. The Scarecrow finds joy in fear, but becomes most meaningful when he is no longer feared. 3. The evolution of meaning. What we think is strength today may be repurposed into gentleness tomorrow. 4. Who are the real scarecrows? We might fear losing our identity, only to find we become more human when it falls apart. Reflection questions. 1. Have there been roles in your life, professional or personal, that once gave you purpose, but later became empty or ironic? 2. Has your strength ever become a source of isolation, like the Scarecrow's joy of scaring? 3. What does being stuffed with straw mean to you? Is it a compliment or a warning? 4. Do you feel parts of your identity have shifted from being feared or respected to being trusted or nurturing, like a nest under a hat? Thank you for sharing in my journey.